anything. So your central nervous system, I'll touch on this, your central nervous system is the master system of your body. It controls every cell, tissue, organ of your body. That is why your spine is important. Not because it's in your back. I know people think because it's back there, your back has something to do with it only because it's back there. But really, your spine has to do with your central nervous system and how it affects what those nerves go to. Okay, those nerves go for 12 miles. It's like from here to Costco, to not get that fish oil. Okay, but that's like that distance. And the health of your spine is not about your spine per se, but what is on the other end of each of those nerves and what that goes to. Because if there's a change in the integrity of any segment of your spine, let's use this example. Was Chris? Is that correct? Okay. So if we said to Chris, these nerves right here, they go to your heart, and you don't need those. We're going to cut you open. We're going to sever those 3 bundles completely. What's going to happen to Chris? She's going to be no electrical connection between her heart and her brain. And actually, I heard somebody tell a joke once. It was in context of something else. They said the only place where law and medicine agreed was when there was no nerve supply. The person was dead. So I heard that once. I don't know how funny it really is, but it's interesting. So, but understand that. If somebody, and if we said we're going to change the alignment and the vertebra and press on those nerves, say with, here, Chris, put your finger in there. Now if we move that, I just do a little bit. We move that a little bit, what happens?
It pinches.
It pinches. And just the weight of a dime will reduce nerve signal to whatever's on the other end of that area by 60%. There was a study done by CU in the 70s or something, and they found that 90% of the time that kind of pressure can be going on to the person's heart, liver, lungs, what have you, without having any symptoms whatsoever. Without saying it pinches, without feeling that that area pinches. Now understand that. What does that mean? That means you can have a loss of nerve supply of 60%, making organ or tissue weaker, or set of areas, some region of your body, and have no idea that slowly that's draining some power or energy from your body. And you really want to think of nerve supply like power. So like good, strong, healthy alignment is like good power going out to the different parts of your body. And if you had the weight of a dime and the nerves going out to someone's lungs, and their lungs are getting that kind of power, how well are their lungs going to work? And their lungs are working deficient, and they have no idea that there's something going on in the spine. What kind of symptoms might they develop? Over years. What?
Asthma.
They might have asthma, right? That's a good one. What else? What? Emphysema. They might have shortness of breath. They might not be able to perform athletically and say, why can't I run as far as I used to be able to? And, I can't live at this altitude anymore. I don't know. They start having experiences like that. And then slowly that area of the body is weaker. When an area of a person's body is weaker, that's when they tend to get health problems. Really across the board.
So like on the lung thing, that'd be like you get pneumonia?
Yeah. Or they might say, I have patients that tell me I've gotten bronchitis 4 times a year every year since I was 12, and now I've done something else differently with my spine, and now this was the first year I didn't get bronchitis. Imagine that. And they didn't come in for that. And I said, I told you that, and I said, yeah, I didn't believe you. Because I had bronchitis since I was 12.
Yeah.
But that's truly the case. Your body's more susceptible to different areas are weaker. Now understand this, in terms of health, and I just want to raise your hands, just have fun with this. Let's make sure everybody's arms work. Everybody's arms work, the whole row. Everybody has at least, some people have 2. That's good. Okay, so that makes me feel good. So raise your hand if your goal in terms of your health care is that you take more prescription drugs and get more parts cut out. Understand, the healthcare industry, some parts of the healthcare industry have that as a goal. Do they not? Some segments of it, okay? Certain financial segments, And what's that mirrored cabinet in your bathroom? Why is it called that? Where did they get the right to that? Who got the copyright on that? So understand that. Realize, is your goal to fill that with vials or to be empty? I'm of like mind. That's my thought process. is that I want to avoid those things for myself and my family. Your doctor does too. Your doctor's not going to take Vicodin before he performs a surgery, we hope. Neither should you take Vicodin before you drive a car, or drive your kids to school, But understand, people do that, right? Which is kind of scary in and of itself. But in our country, 3 out of 4 people die from 3 things. 2 out of 3 die from heart disease and cancer. 3 out of 4 die from heart disease, cancer, or medically related deaths to properly prescribed medications. That's kind of scary, and that shouldn't be the case. That means it behooves you to take action to not do that, and the choices you make are what's going to impact that, more than what any doctor's going to do. It's your choices you make. Only 10% of your nerves register pain. Take care of your spine. 70-80% of all health disorders involve the spine. To be healthy, the spine has to be maintained. Doctors of chiropractic, a couple tips. At some point, you're going to look for going to a chiropractor. It'd be nice if it's me, but that's not the intention. The intention is at some point, you're probably going to look to go to a chiropractor. The thing is, I hear people every day tell me, knock on wood, I've never had to go to looking for a chiropractor because I'm 40 and I've just never had to do that. What are they really saying?
You scare me.
No. They're saying something else. It's funny. That's what I've seen The Rock do this stuff, and I'm like, wow. But no, they're saying I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I haven't heard, so thankfully I didn't need to do that. What if you took that thought process for the rest of your body? I never had to get my eyes checked, or I never got my teeth checked. I mean, you may not sit next to Candy if she was 40 and never got her teeth checked, ever in her whole life. Okay? She would look like Austin Powers. So understand that your spine's the same way. The tips I want to submit. When you look for a chiropractor, a couple things I want to mention. Did I ruin the slideshow? No, I didn't. Okay, so tips I want to mention. You go look for a chiropractor. One, insist they take x-rays. They have to take x-rays of your spine, especially if you've never got it checked. If you had someone check your teeth and you were 40 and never got your teeth checked, they better take x-rays of your teeth. They're going to miss stuff. All right? It's different if you've done it your whole life. You've never got your spine looked at, they are going to miss things and it can be dangerous. Don't have a friend walk on your back with that, or something like that. 2, they should show you the x-rays. They should physically take them and show you. One thing that irks me about healthcare professionals of any kind is like you call in to get the results off a recording. That's horrible. They should show you the results and explain them to you. Number 3, they should give you different options of courses of action. Number 4, they should tell you things you should be doing at home. Does that make sense? Those are things that you should look for in that experience. 3 things that we always recommend, and the other one is that you have somewhat outcome assessment to see that you're progressing other than how you feel. How you feel is a very important indicator for how you're progressing in terms of any